Please don't go so soon. Oh, that's why she's popping up on my feed and Facebook. They trying to connect the profiles together, right? Because of identification. They think I'm like on some shit when I'm testing out the algorithms. That's what I'm doing. Who is it about? It's about the algorithm, bro. And I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have it all catered to everything that I need to like. It's some things I've clicked subscribe on and like on just to have it in my feed, even when I don't agree with it. So it's not just inundating me with the same propaganda all day if I happen to catch myself scrolling on it. Like, crying on the internet much? Fuck your mother because she's the slut that birthed you when you needed your dad, and she acted like she was a dude. You know, she acted like a dude, even though you have double of everything all the time. You acting like I'm fucking rude or jealous. It's like, bro, how could I be jealous of you? I'm glad I didn't have to go through what you went through, and I'll never have to. You know what the worst part about it is? It just makes me want to smoke. So, like, you're the reason why I want to get high. Like, you're the reason why you're making fun of that, but you're the reason why it's in me. You understand that shit? Like, that's a narcissist, bro. They'll sit there trolling you about what they fucking traumatize you on. They will. They'll sit there trolling the shit about you. Sitting there whistling like after you've said it, God heard you say it, the devil heard you say it, and their demons are trying to provoke you into sending yourself into hell. Because my angels dwell with me way more than my devils. Seriously. You don't get to have sympathy for me if I'm on some demonic shit, bro. Like, you shouldn't, you know? That's why I act like I don't care, bro. I'm not the devil. I'm not coming up to you like, oh, I care so much about you. I care so much about you. And then fucking you over somehow. That's the devil, bro. Stop acting like a devil and I won't call you Satan. Stop acting satanic and I won't call you the devil. Act more like a godly figure in my life and I'll have respect for you, bro. It's not about just sending me Bible scriptures every night. Sometimes I think you might need that. Because it relates to what we are talking about or arguing over. Like, there's a scripture right here for that, bro. Direct yourself to this direction right here. Do as thou wilt right over here. Read the book for me. Like, tell me how it's not clear, simple, plain, bluntly, matter of fact, nothing, bro. Like, that's what it is right there. It's there for you to read it too. And you want to act like I'm a fucking asshole. Like, bro, is that even you? For real, is that even really you? Cause that's not my milieu, bro. That's not what I really want to do in life. Is complain to you about shit. Not you. What? Nothing, bro. I don't want to do anything like that. Even when I feel sad, like, oh, you don't like me the way I like you? Oh, shit. Like, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. I've been rejected plenty of times in life. I've been rejected so often that I'd rather just not go to the approach, even if it feels like they like me. Cause I don't want to feel like that all the time either. Why do you think girls don't approach? They don't want to have rejection. They're worse at rejection. Think about it. Well, they tell me I'm crying on the internet. Like, bro, maybe you should drink about it. All that shit from back in the day. Oh yeah, that's probably why you do that. I know, cause I know you. I know these people. I used to be just like them. Hey, if I would have stayed being just like them, I'd have what they have, right? Nice house, pretty wife, couple kids. Especially if I sacrificed one or two to have it, right? While you go complain about it some more. Yeah, you're so fucking essential, you goddamn parasite. Sucking off this shit all day. And then you want it to be privatized. And it's like, well, if everybody actually listened to what's in the Bible, grew some of their own food, stopped consuming the poison, then all the other things they try to do to you wouldn't affect you as much, and you wouldn't need to stick somebody in a place where they go get ignored at the end of their life because they're annoying. Like, yeah, they're annoying, but the families shouldn't be outsourcing that pain onto you. And then your job would be gone, and by the time it's needed again, they'd have AI robots to do it for you, son. But then you want to get paid forever because you worked for 15 years or 10 years or 20 years, right? Fuck out of here. Well, drink a beer, you fucking Mick. Like, you know, everybody's Irish on St. Patty's Day. Is that why? Because they're all drunk? Isn't that racist? Hey, man, at least my name is Catholic. I don't see any of these anti-whatever posters at these parades, and then all of them will have something to say about it. Whether you saved, born again, or Catholic, Christian, apostolic churches, or whatever, you know, whatever denomination, bro, I'm reading the word. And you're going to put me on a cross thinking I'm Satan, in my opinion. Because I still haven't figured out when it says they're going to kill you in my name, if it means because I like him and they don't like him, or if it means that they try to look like it's a representation. Like, look, we killed these people for God. Like, you know, they're going to turn it right back into this weird culture that you claim to be against. It's always there. It's always there. It's Mystery Babylon. It's always there for you to go to. Yeah, it works in this physical reality, but guess where I go to? They fucking eat you. Where I end up, they eat people like you. The angels are way more scary looking than your little bitch ass devils. Want you all weak on drugs and shit. Taking medication, going crazy. Oh yeah, the angels that protect me. That when you try to give me rabies in some type of way, because that's a metaphor of anything. It could be addiction, it could be a venereal disease, it could be an attitude, it could whatever. I say rabies as a cure-all, you know, a nomenclature. If you try to give me rabies, let's say you try to get me high, and I notice that scar there, and you get me into some type of mind state where I'm aware of it, I can tolerate it, but I'll never do that much again. I'll never do it like that. And then you get scared of my angel in there, and you call it a devil. Because you're afraid, even though the angels tell you, fear not in the Bible. Jesus told them, fear not. Like, he is the storm. Who do you think they're working for, those angels that could fly up? Well, you won't even see them in your fucking circumference. They'll let one of these little fuckheads intervene in your life. And that's how they protect me. Oh yeah, one of you that likes to troll in any type of way. It doesn't have to be on the internet, bro. You could be a straight up ball buster all your life trying to fuck with me. And then you just feel bad about it suddenly. When I already forgave you for it. Whose fault is that? Like, do you need me to say it's okay for you to ask God for forgiveness in some type of way? Yeah, that's me. Like, maybe she should have wanted to talk about it with me. She knows I wanted to talk about it, just like all these other people, which is why I come to the conclusion that you can't really be friends with them. Even if you are good friends with them, you can't be friends with them the same way you're friends with men. And the way I'm friends with men is not the way I'm friends with them, because friends with them could turn into friends with benefits, and I'm not trying to do that with men. So that's why there's less stress, annoyance, because it's not there. That energy's not there for me. You understand? That's like therapy. It's like the thought can enter my mind, and should I say it out loud? Like, do you like me in the same way? Is it cheesy that I'd rather talk about it before it occurs instead of just jumping into it and then regretting it later on? Like, bro, you're not to be trusted. You want me to do something with you that requires a high level of trust. Go cry to them about it. You don't give a fuck if I end up dead. You want me to be switched up with them. That's how I feel about it. Doesn't work if you don't get sexual energy out of me. That's how girls get power over you. That's how women get power over you, dude. You give up sexual energy to them. You have the leverage if you tell them no. But then they try to mock your soul. They'll be the first ones trying to body shame, call you insecure, say that you're gay, whatever, because you tell them no. No. That's all it takes for them to do that. Tell them no. Yeah, see how much they like you. Act like you're not going to get it from them and tell them the truth, and then see how much they flip on you. You know what I mean? Same way that dudes do to them when they're telling them, no, I'm not going to give it up to you, and then dudes just start acting like they're a whore or something. It doesn't make sense, you know? It's a devil, because you're in it for lust in the first place. Why would I call a girl a whore? Because she's not gonna give it up to me. She'd be a whore if she tells me no, and then I offer her money, and then she wants to do something with me. Then she'd be a whore, right? That's why that stuff is light core, soft core prostitution, right? When you're showing your body like that for money, you wouldn't show it to them in any other situation, right? That's why these men call that prostitution. Even though I might not fully agree with it, I could see why they say that. You understand? Just because I'm bringing it up doesn't mean I always agree. I'm playing devil's advocate a lot of the time, saying, look, I'm not even in the middle. I agree with them, but I see your point. Now, could I be the referee? Or are you going to hit me? Because I call the game fairly. You know, if I was the judge, I'd be a good one. Because I do pretty fair judgments. I call myself out on my own bullshit. I don't really have an echo chamber the way they gaslighting you all day, saying, like, oh yeah, I had contact with this one and that one and all these other people. I don't have to have continuous contact with them to consider them an acquaintance or a friend or even a significant other. No, they can't just chill and relax. You're property to them. They don't know this about themselves, I guess. You are property to them, bro. I'm not acting like if I get a like, it means something. What if it means they just want to go to their troll account, right? What if I'm just looking too far into it? What if a like is a like and a sin is a sin, right? Let my yes mean yes and my no mean no. That's why those people go where they go. They already live in hell, then they're evil because they're deceitful, and they don't want to. They don't go to the Lord because their deeds are dirty and disgusting. You know, they don't want it to be brought out into the light, ever. That's why there's something not right with them. They look fine, they're nice, they're pretty. Nothing would be wrong with them just by looking at them, right? But if you knew what I know, or if you could see their soul or something like that, you'd feel the same way. And then I just forgive it anyway. I don't go trying to ruin their parade, have a rainy day on purpose. I don't do that shit to people. I say, oh, you're busy? No doubt, I'll leave you alone. Because I know I want to talk about some shit that's going to bring the vibe down. If you're doing something negative to me and you don't want to talk about it, but then it seems like you just, now you're happy. Like, oh, now I can't bring it up to you, right? Because it's going to lower your vibe. Well, that's what you do to me. I'm not allowed to do that back to you without intending to. I'm trying to get to the truth. And it's just like always something else. And then you say that about me. See, that's what projectionists do. That's what narcissists do. And then you spend time unpacking it and explaining it on the internet to people that might be going through the same shit, but they're not really aware of it. And then I opened up the door for you to maybe now you could go see the therapist and find one that's not going to just pump you full of drugs. Because there is something to that shit. I was mature enough to go when I was young. And you shouldn't be calling me crazy. You shouldn't be telling me take my meds. You're not a fucking doctor. Because I see a synchronicity and notice a pattern. You shouldn't be calling me names. You shouldn't be trolling me on the internet. Even though I'm crying and complaining about something, you shouldn't be going to kill a baby, even if they took it from you, right? You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be taking your friends to hell with you, right? You shouldn't be doing that. I'm not trying to tell you. I'm forgiving, though. I'm just there to remind you, like, well, God probably won't like this. It's from the Bible. You act like because I'm saying it's from the Bible, I'm trying to make you believe it. I'm like, do you ever read it? Do you ever get anything from it? Like, you don't see that there's truth inside of it besides somebody trying to be a heretic and control you with it? What's the matter with these fucking people is what I like to know. Oh, they probably got reprobate minds in the first place, bro. They really do. Strong delusions. A hefty delulu. Expired butt cheeks because it's dead ass, bro. It's mad true what I said. I think Jesus would speak in a similar way if he was born today. Hey, maybe it's his spirit coming through. Because I like to try to follow his commandments. Not just say I do. Oh, I say I follow it, but I don't have to always broadcast my sins to you, the things I fall short with, right? But I could admit when I make a mistake. I don't have to tell you that night. Unless I was giving you advice, and then you were telling me that's not nice because I took it, and it wasn't working the way you said it would. So that's why I don't give advice. I say what usually works for me, what gets me feeling right. Oh, I'd rather put raw milk in my coffee from down the block. You know, they drove down the highway, brought it to their store, and all I had to drive was down the block after I go get my spring water. Like, well, yeah, I guess that's killing the environment, bro. And scumbags, like, they don't want you to hunt, trap, fish, garden. Too much fucking carbon. Like, bro, you are harming the environment. Not the cows. You are. You know, you want to control everything. So wait, all these factories that produce all this technology, pumping out CFCs, carbon monoxide and dioxide and all this. So all that is fine, but I can't own a couple of fucking goats or chickens. So you can own a bloodthirsty pit bull to come take a piss on my zucchini, but I can't own a rooster to repopulate a bunch of hens because the ordinance in the municipality, but you could put fluoride in the tap water and get my brain moving slower, but I can't point at the chemicals in the sky that are formed in a straight line without you calling me some type of conspiracy theorist? Like, you're bugging. Go take your China pill. They're all made in China. While you go banging war drums for them. Go take your medicine, bro. You telling me take medicine. There's a reason why I don't take vaccines. Because there's aborted babies in those things. There's a reason why I don't take all those pills. Because they're made by foreigners that have a grudge against you from the opium wars back in the day. Like, you outsource all this pain everywhere else, and then you're blaming them for it. Like, they're manufacturing all your shit in a crappier way because the whole condition of the earth is decaying. Like, you've been sucking from it the whole time, and you expect steel to be some high grade when you keep recycling it and melting it down and all this type of stuff. Like, it can't be high grade. It's not as pure anymore. Do you understand that? Like, there needs to be a change. And I'm not one of these environmentalist deranged people, but if I'm catching a fish and I see weird colors in the water, it makes me wonder, like, probably shouldn't eat anything over here. It's a runoff or some shit. Yeah, all these are not keepers. None of these are keepers. Unless I see them stocking a trout right there. And or it's down the creek a little bit, where it's a little bit filtered off the rocks. Oh yeah, I guess I'm just crying on the internet. I don't know shit about nothing. Because I'm smoking a fucking herbal stick. I'd rather do this than burn you out with all my fucking crying and complaining. I'd rather have you laugh about it. Now you got actual medicine instead of going to a shrink to give you antipsychotics that make you brainless. They don't even make you cock work. They actually stop that. So that's why I don't take it, because it's not healthy for somebody in their early 20s to have that not working properly. Like, oh yeah, I guess it's something wrong with me. It's not a side effect from those pills, and you wonder why I'm against that shit. Like, fuck you, bro. Go give your patients their pills and turn them into brain-dead zombies, and watch what happens to you when you get old, mommy. You're gonna have Alzheimer's and all that crazy shit because you like to inundate people with this fake fucking bullshit while you ride on my coattails talking about genetically modified food in the supply. When I was talking about that back in '05. Fucking scumbag. Y'all were the ones, they're the type of people that were calling me a conspiracy theorist, a nut job, lunatic, crying on the internet for saying it. Like, fuck them. They want to shut you up and shut you down. They don't care how you sound. Really, they agree with you. They know you're correct. That's why they do that shit, to make you look crazy. Just to let you know, bro, I'm actually trying to tell you the way to go by showing you where it's not good to go. If you're exactly like me or somewhat like me, I'm showing you where it's not good to be around people that never agree. Gee, I wonder why you're always in an argument, because you're around people that you never agree with about anything. And you focus on all the negative things that you don't like. When I don't. If I was sitting there focused on how that girl's a dyke and she's confused, and I wouldn't even be able to make a joke about, I wish you were straight for the night. Like, yeah, I respect you. It's a joke. It's actually a joke, because I'm not trying to make you do something you don't want to do. Like, imagine if I actually hated people. I'd have no energy to talk or work out or cook or anything. I'd have no energy to drive I'd have no energy to even sleep if I wasted my time hating on people because they want to get in the sheets and be a freak with the same gender or whatever gender I don't even care about that shit. You know what I care about is you doing that to kids, bro. You're putting that on kids, is what I care about. You're putting that on little seeds that you planted in the ground, sending them to these places. You're not even paying attention to what they've been teaching them. And I've been saying it since back when I was in school. And you're telling me go listen to them just because it wasn't as blatant yet. It wasn't as weird yet. But it was the same exact shit. They feminized a lot of these people, and then some of us went way down that road of like, well, I'm not doing that. So they don't have any touch with their feminine side. You know, they're too much with that. That might be toxic for you. But my point is, all that toxic masculinity shit you talk about, it's usually dudes that were raised by a single mother. And they acting like a bitch about everything. So they're acting like a feminine man with emotions, all driven by emotional stuff. Like a woman, right? But in a male body. So it's almost like a borderline female raised up one of these dudes. Like, you should be lucky that those dudes have any morality, especially if they're not looking at God for answers. You should be thankful they had a grandfather teaching them about how to do some manly shit. You know what I'm saying? You should be thanking God for that if you know those people, if you know any of that, because they're the ones breaking the statistics. Some people born with a two-parent household are a piece of shit, and you're acting like I'm not joking around. You're acting like I want to argue with you. Oh, no, I'm the one ending the argument. See, when I come through, all those arguments end, whether it's on the internet or in real life, because I'll start giving you facts that none of you are going to agree with, because you both fall for propaganda on either side. You both watch your teammate propaganda pumping into your face all day while you point your finger at each other. Meanwhile, you're both acting the same exact fucking way. Give us all a break already. You telling me I'm crying on the internet. Go to a fucking pride parade and say that shit. Acting like I gotta fucking agree. Even if I agree with you, I don't agree with that because you use scripture to go stick it in their face and go, well, Jesus tells me to go back, make disciples out of the world. And then, like, didn't you see what they did to him when they don't agree with him? So you're risking getting put on a crucifix metaphorically for him, but you're going to be upset when at the end, he's not telling you to go win arguments. He's telling you to win souls over. How are you doing that by standing on the corner with a microphone and going, you're going to go to hell, you need to go repent? Bro, you don't think they have shame inside of themselves? You don't think that's why they went down that way in the first place? Because they had somebody in their life doing that same exact shit as you. No? Hey. E Wood. I'm just saying what I say, bro. I don't care if you're gay. Because to me, if I care about how much you're gay, to me that's gay if I do that. You know, the way that I mean gay. It's cheesy if I care how much homosexuality you have in your body, in your mind. Because I think it's still just a choice, bro. Like, oh, you're born that way? But I can't tell jokes about you even though you're born that way. But you can make jokes about my Irish curse all day, right? Even though I'm part Italian, too. Wink, wink, nod, nod, right? I'm Italian from the waist down, bro. It's not like I could be a comic or... I'm just not good at the delivery. That's why I'm more of a musical type person. I'd rather tell jokes on a rap beat than have you laughing. Because that's more suiting to me. It's more my style. But I like all types of... Am I allowed to change up music genres like everybody else? It's not for fame or attention. It's because I want to sing, bro. I sing in the shower. I don't blast it out for you to hear it. You know when I do that when I'm in the supermarket and I'm singing some shit to make you laugh. And I know it's annoying. Because you're not allowed to have words coming out of your mouth. Right? You're not allowed to point at the fake chemical clouds like I never been allowed. Right? You're not allowed. Cause you're way too loud. You see, that's practice for the vocal cords loosening up instead of using it as an excuse to go guzzle cores in the booth. You understand? Like, I used to be a little uncouth and I had to learn from shit. So for you to tell me all this stuff about myself that's untrue means you're a dick, you know? Means you're going to be crying about it at some point. Because I'm not crying at all, really. I'm not really complaining. I see the lesson in the mistakes I've made and learn from them, and don't blame the devil all day like a fake ass fucking Christian. Like, don't call me that shit is what I've been saying the whole time I've been knowing people. You call me preacher, sermon giver, and I'm like, you're a semen taker. Does that sound like a Christian to you? You fucking hater? You want to go blame rainbow flags forever when I was warning my friends that like to rock those glitter bombs? Like, yo, they're going to hide under your rainbow flag like they hid under the crucifix in the Star of Rempram. You know, the weirdos that just want to inundate children and groom them to be a bunch of fucking weirdos because they're like parasites and they need you to repopulate the world so these snake demons could try to eat their soul and have them acting all weird. And that's why they're queer in the first place. Like, don't you get it yet? And then you sitting there judging them for all the shit they've been through. And I'm like, fuck you too. At least they're not killing a baby, bro. At least when they go have sex and commit sodomy, which might be a sin, right? At least they're not killing a fucking baby. A little infant in your fucking womb. Go judge them some more. You buffoon. Well, I'm the right winger sticking up for them. And they don't even fucking like me. Because I give them the freedom to have a First Amendment. Like me. Even if I don't agree with them. You get it yet? I'm an American. I need a blowjob and a pizza. What's that from? You know how you do that with movie lines all day? What song is that from? Like Busy Bee. That's what I say. I'm like Busy Bee versus Kool Moe Dee, except I'm too white for you to politic with, because you don't think I know shit. I look like a little fucking cracker to you. Look, he's trying to be black rapping. That's you. That's all of them. They are the reason why I'm grim. Why I went that, like, fuck you. You're making fun of them. And then I agree with you, but I still make fun of you. Because you like to talk like this. And I laugh at the white face when all these fucking people make fun of people like you. I expect that. I don't get offended by the white face like how they get offended by the black face. Because they're actually doing some shit that you probably deserve to have happen to you. Because you don't even realize how much you have. You wouldn't even have your Second Amendment rights without Huey Newton and the Black Panthers walking around the streets with a rifle in their fucking back in the 60s. Now would you? Motherfucker. Malcolm X Day is on May 15th. Huh? What? Hello? They don't want to hear shit like that from me. Because they're not right wing or left wing. They're fucking dead. They're fucking muerto, bro. Está muy muerto en cerebro, muy viento, amigo. No Dios no, they don't know God, in my opinion. You could tell them vaya con Dios in a bit. Huh? What? Who's Jesus? Like you still don't, is this something, are you autistic or something? Like you're saying I'm dumb, but you don't know about Jesus? Like, you say you're Christian, you don't even read the words in the book. All I hear is you bitching about how you victimized, and I need Donald Trump to give the same protections to my religion as he does to the Judaism, even though he goes smooching on the fucking Wailing Wall. Putting your soul in a spiritual prison forever with the moon matrix. Locking you in, bro. Like, that's actually grim. Not get rich in mind, stay prosperous, even eating killer additives. Like, that's Grim Reaper shit. Star of Rempram on Saturnalia with your ring attached to it on the left hand. Because you're supposed to swear on the Bible with that hand while you raise the right one up, right? When you take an oath, then you're not even supposed to take a fucking oath. It's in the Bible to not take any secret oaths or any oaths to begin with. And then they use in the Bible to take an oath on some weird-ass culture we got that is nothing what it used to be. And all these laws and things like that, they didn't have any idea that you'd be crying to go kill your fucking baby. Now, would you? Do you think they had that in mind? That woman would want to kill her baby for some reason. Because back in the day, maybe you had a purpose for that. To say, well, you took my peanut butter and I don't want to have to raise it. Like, maybe then I could see that movie where they're trying to inundate you, acting like they're doing you a great service, because they have to put this extreme version of it for you to feel bad for them. Like, of course you're going to agree with them doing that. They're a victim of something that shouldn't happen to them. But you're still victimizing an innocent being inside of that baby didn't fucking rape you. Now, did it? God damn, bro. It's like talking to little kids about this shit. And then they're telling me I'm simplistic and I shouldn't have opinions on it because I was born with a dick. And maybe you should come suck it and tell me how gay I am. Because I think that's sodomy too, even if I get my cock blown from a girl. Alright? Maybe that's why you shouldn't let your kids watch my channel. Just because I'm catching a nice fucking bass. Because this is the reason why I need to fish. Take my mind off that shit. Out of here, bro. Call me a whiner. Tell me I'm weak because I got balls. You'll be the ones kicking me in the balls, acting like it's not sexual assault. But people, they should say you're acting like a pair of balls instead of a vagina, because vaginas could take a beating. Yeah, but the being that has the vagina whines and complains, even though every month they go bleeding. Like, what are you complaining about all the time? You survive a wound that God gave you, bleeding every month. But I'm not allowed to act like a baby if I have the flu. People like you made it so that my body is this way, and I know I'm not allowed to get sick around you. Because now I'm the one that's, oh, come on, boo-hoo. Like, I'm literally not even allowed to get sick around you people because there's nobody to fucking help me and cook me food when I need help. When I need you to clean up for me because I'm low energy. Like, yeah, thanks. It's accumulative. It's not just me wrecking shit. Like Wreck-It Ralph, bro. That's what they're about. Jezebel. They don't even give a fuck if you go to hell, and they want you to go seeing a shrink for some reason. Like, yeah, you're the reason why I want to go see a shrink, and then you tell me to go get help using it as a weapon against me, and those don't prosper if God is in my favor. Now, ain't that true? Maybe I deserve an Oscar. Nah, it's because you're a hater. You know, they're a fucking hater all day. I don't care if I lose subscribers because you disagree, or if I gain subscribers because they want to troll me. Like, it's not what this is for, bro. I was showing you how to build up your account in a small way. And, like, you know, I got enough subscribers to go live, and I got enough views and likes and comments for some people to subscribe just by clicking on shorts and showing you a fish. Right? It's like, now you on the hook because you want to talk shit. Like, yeah, you're gonna. I'm not talking about somebody watching you and locking you up. I'm talking about God seeing what you do when you talk to somebody like me. Like, you should watch out. You don't know who you're entertaining, bro. You could be in the presence of angels. They look just like you half the time. You want to go blaspheming Christ in front of mankind. Like, bro, what if you just blasphemed Jesus to an angel? You think he's not going to fucking remember that? You go mocking his believers when you do the fake version of it. Wondering why you sick. Like, go to your pharmakia pills. There's your fucking Eucharist. You take pills every day. There's your Eucharist, bro. Have a happy day. Go have a fucking breakfast now. Like, you've been doing that as long as I know you. You've been conditioning yourself to take those pills when you were my age with your vitamins and bullshit. Like, that doesn't help you, bro. You should have a diet that supplies the vitamins for your body. Like, you're low iron, maybe you should eat liver. And you need iodine, maybe you should eat Brussels sprouts. Huh. Instead of these fake goitrogen, all these things have goitrogen in them too. Goitrogens and anti-nutrients. That's why liver is there for you. You know, some citrus in it too. Maybe some raw cheese after you eat it. From the local farmer's market. Like, Jesus, help them. You got some problem, because I'm not acting like the rest of the zombies. So you acting like I'm crazy. Even though 10 years later, you saying the same fucking thing that I was saying today. And I don't expect apologies because I never got them. I might not accept them after a while either. Oh yeah, I'm Grim Speaker. You forgot. I'm not God, bro. That's how you can tell I'm not God right there. I don't claim to be. Like, oh yeah, I'm not going to accept your apologies after a while. Hey, maybe that's exactly who he is, though. Oh yeah, you thought it's just like all lifelong, I could do whatever I want, and then at the end of it, like, yeah, but what if God takes you offline before? And you just die in your sins like that? You should go repent quick. Quicker than you thought. You should go repent, you know? Sicker than your average, right? You should go repent, bro. Turn away from your mistakes. I'm not talking about go to Jesus all the time. Turn away from your mistakes, learn from them, and stop fucking repeating them. You don't see me doing that. I'm not a Nephilim, bro. I don't do the same shit over and over again. I drop gems on the track, but don't call me a gem star. That's for the $1.50 to dump your Dutch guts all over the boulevard when you want to go doing weird shit. And I don't have those scars, now do I? Probably like $2.50 now. It's probably like you gotta pay $5 for the whole pack of Dutches, right? Oh yeah, I guess I'm just acting white. Oh wait, I mean acting, but I guess because I know slang somewhat. Slang that doesn't hold back. Slang that's always that way. Like that's gonna be that for. What else are they gonna call that? You say it's a $1.50. Like you know what that is right off the bat. If you know, if you fuck with me, then you know. Just don't fuck with me, you know? Like, I'm not acting all tough. Like, stop busting my balls. If you can't take your balls getting broken, why are you busting my balls? Because when I start busting your balls back, you want to get all offended and attack me. Like, bro, you're the one starting that shit to get me on this angry wavelength. Look how crazy he is. Yeah, after you've been flicking my ear. Duh. I've been fucking annoying him. Let me point at him. You know, like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. You've been annoying me for a long time to the point where hearing your voice, when you drop something and I know it's you, it's an aversion and it just annoys me and I have to get away from you. Like, that's how long you've been annoying me. Just hearing you always got excuse and then say that about me. And I'm like, no, I was correct, right? I actually wasn't bitching. I went to go find another job anyway. You would be bitching. You were the one going on strike, not me. How are you calling me all the things you are with a straight face? Laughing about it. When your society's collapsing. Like, look at what you're leaving behind. And you think, what, you think they're going to tell good stories about you? Just because they were good, you think you're good? You think I have to believe all them? When there's more in relation, there's a higher percentage of people that went through some similar shit I went through. Where, okay, you let me have a basement and some type, like, I appreciate it, but at the same time, like, it's not I'm not trying to get appeased by anybody. I'm not a narcissist. I'd rather go be homeless is what I said to them. Tell me I'm crying on the internet about it. Motherless fucking twat rag. Right? Go tell me I'm crying on the internet about it some more. Because people like you are the reason why America's collapsing, in my opinion. You like to commit fraud and then expect the government to come fucking help you out. How? How? You can't go to court with dirty hand. How do you claiming all this shit, but then you go doing the wrong thing every other day? That's like claiming you kosher, but then you steal to get your money. But so you buying kosher food with stolen money. Like, the whole thing is unclean now. Fucking weirdo. Oh, wow, I don't eat pork, but you steal your money to go buy the beef. Well, I don't eat shrimp, but you're grifting people about your beliefs to get donations and shit. So what difference does it make? Oh, I wash my skin with the best soap, but your brain is always on negativity, bro. Of course you're going to have blemishes and hives or whatever it could be. Same thing when I'm paying attention to somebody that says they love me, but don't really care. Because then I'll be up all night, and they wonder why. Like, bro. When I used to say that back in the day, like, you're making me feel like, you want me to commit suicide, don't you? Right? Cookie Monster track. That's the best track you can listen to. Because it's literally somebody getting stalked. You're not going to be happy till I commit fucking suicide. Right? That's how it feels. Especially when you're from New York. You got all these motherfuckers in the way when you're trying to walk. They all stop to take a picture and talk and bullshit. But then when they go out of state, everybody else taking too long for them. Now they're the fucking tourists and I don't like them. How about them apples? Like, you come gunking it up when you come over here. You don't throw your shit in a fucking dumpster. You throw it out the window. You don't even care. Same reason why you a fucking clump of cells in a trash can. Oh, I mean, in the hypodermic needle for your vaccination, fam. Ain't that some shit you inject in your kids with the same fetal cells that you contributed to? You killed a baby and then contributed to the vaccine cultures and all the makeup and all this shit, and then you put it on your kids. You inject it in your kids, and you put makeup on your kids and shit. Right? And then you're crying to me if I go fry a piece of chicken with a chicken egg. Like, you're an ick. You're crying about what I'm eating. Look at what you're doing. You're letting your kids watch fucking Disney movies in 2025, 2026. Like, what are you, stupid? It's not the 90s, bitch. Like, you're never going to have those times again. Oh, yeah, maybe you shouldn't try to raise them like it's 2010. Like, you don't know any better yet. Okay, bro. I guess Donald Trump was never the president. And I'm not allowed to have a Second Amendment because I want to blaze herbal remedies. And it's like, you're so crazy. Right? Nah, fuck you, bro. You going to hell. You live there daily. And I don't. You want me miserable. I'll be having my knees creaking in the strawberry field singing a song because they don't want me to listen to the headphones. Yeah, I'm crying about it. No, that's you, son. You got a dead tone. You need to go get a soul readjustment because you got a spiritual disease. It doesn't penetrate my spiritual armor as much as you think it should. It doesn't upset me for you to say that stuff because I'm mentioning it again. Like, go make a 500th account because you're trolling somebody that gets 2 likes. Like, what a weirdo you are, bro. Like, you a miserable motherfucker that needs everybody else to be so horrible so you could look better. Like, you're a fucking terrorist, you know? People like that are a terrorist, in my opinion. They should be put on a watch list way before anything. What am I doing wrong? What could you possibly be watching me for? You're the ones that make people want to go hurt themselves. You're the ones prescribing pills to everybody. You're the ones telling them it's okay to get drunk every day. Yeah, you should be on a fucking watch list. You're the one that was killing babies back in the day. Like, they should be on a watch list. Even though I forgive it, I don't try to judge them. But I could see why they would do track and tracing on some of those people. Now, can't you? I've been saying that since day 2 of me finding out exactly what that is. It's like, oh yeah, track and trace, you're a bitch. You're trying to convince me of some type of protection. I'm like, good, you better fucking protect me. I ain't been being a miscreant like these motherfuckers now. Don't neglect me, motherfucker. Dumb Erica, you try to make it like a unbearable debt to be paid so nobody can even work a straight job. They have to do hustling and second jobs and OnlyFans and selling drugs and all this type of shit just to get a fucking steak in their belly. I'm not saying, I don't condone it, and I'm not saying it's good, but I could see why they do it. Hello? Especially you got kids, bro. Your kids ain't trying to hear that shit if they're hungry. Well, the Lord tells us we shouldn't steal, especially if they're spoiled or rotten because they hear you complain about everything you get from the devil. That's why you complain, because your blessings come from the devil. You can complain about all that every day because your blessings come from the devil because they're just like you. God gave you a devil to fuck around with. Ha ha! Of course you're jealous of me because I had fun without having to do what you do. You're a sinful, lustful creature and I'm not. And I don't judge you for it. All I ever did was console you. Fucking scrot. Like, you're lucky I'm not a misogynist and treat all of you the same fucking way that you treat me. You know, I let you beat me. Scream into my ears till I got tinnitus ringing. I let you treat me in a bad way even if I don't want it to be that way because it might make you happy. And then when I stop being that way because it's not in my DNA, now you don't like it. And then especially if I let some nice chick want to hold the nightstick, now you want to be locked up with it for life because you don't got enough character for yourself or something like it. Like the biological clock is ticking or whatever it could be. Like, bro, I don't age the same way as you, but I'm not acting like I could have kids when I'm 83. That's expired sperm cells. And there's more of a chance that a kid come out with some type of brain damage. Now, if I do that knowingly, right, wouldn't that make me a fucking asshole? It would be more obvious because I'd be mad old, you know? But the things that happen when girls get too old to have babies with the same type of complications, you know, when they want to have babies when they're too old, it's called a geriatric pregnancy. They don't look old yet. That's what the difference is. They're my age when it starts happening to them, right? Going through menopause a little bit, start getting little differences in your body, and then you start hearing all the dudes like me from back in the day in the lobby holding the door open for you, holding your hair while you puke. Where'd all the nice guys go? Back in 2002, you fucking rube. Now you lucky if you could communicate properly. Well, I guess that's the way you want it. So they can't have any influence on what you want to do to your seeds. Disgusting. Jezebel, go hide behind Jesus some more without bearing your own cross. Fake ass religion. Got some pair of balls to tell me what I am. When I know your works, you neither hot nor cold, so I spew you out of my mouth.